What's up, Met fans? Welcome back. Talking Mets at Rob. How's everybody doing? Before I get started talking about the possibility of the New York Mets signing Michael Conforto, don't forget, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit on that like button. If you're enjoying my content, want to see more, want to get notified when I post my videos and when I go live, you guys know what to do. Hit on that subscribe button, everybody. All right, guys. So what is the possibility of the New York Mets signing Michael Conforto? Well, guys, put it this way. There is nobody else on the free agent market that has the quality bat like Michael Conforto. Everybody was going crazy because, especially Met fans, when it came to Michael Conforto and the terrible year he had in 2021 that we'll look over in a little bit. But considering what he has done in his career, and considering this New York Mets lineup needs another power bat, another impact bat, that Michael Conforto, even though last year was terrible, is still the impact bat that the Mets can still use in this lineup. When it comes to Michael Conforto and what his market has looked like, it's basically dwindling by the day. Everybody expected the Phillies, the Marlins, the Mariners, the Rockies, and guess what? All of those teams got what they wanted. Marlins with Soler, Schwarber, and Nick Castellanos to the Phillies. The Rockies got Bryant. The Mariners got Winker. So the outfield market that teams were looking for is basically non-existent anymore. And Michael Conforto's market is basically one, possibly two teams. You heard a little bit about the Padres, maybe the Milwaukee Brewers, but the New York Mets in this lineup has a hole. They're a good lineup, but with Conforto and the numbers that he put up throughout his career, can still be an impact bat that can seriously help us in this NL East that, if you haven't been paying attention, guys, has gotten a lot better over the last week. The Braves are the champions. The Phillies are stacking their lineup. Just because their pitching is not great doesn't mean they can't score 5 runs a ball game and win a lot of games. The Mets have to catch up just a little bit more. And granted, I wanted Chris Bryant, possibly Kyle Schwarber, maybe a trade for Jose Ramirez, which is still on the table. But that's very unlikely considering the cost that it will take to get Jose Ramirez. Michael Conforto is the only option that the New York Mets have at this point that can help this lineup going in the long run into the 162-game season. Michael Conforto is that guy. He is not the greatest player. He is not the big power bat that we were expecting to get in this lineup. But Michael Conforto, considering what he's done in his career, that 2021 is more of an anomaly than his future stats. And we're going to look at his stats right here, guys. So when it comes to Michael Conforto, last year was absolutely terrible. We know that. He played in 125 games. He had a little bit of an injury that he probably missed about 25 to 30 games on. He batted .232 with an OPS of 729, a slugging of 384, 55 RBIs with 14 home runs. That was a terrible season. That was his worst season in his career. Taking away 2016, where he played only 109 games because he had that shoulder capsule injury that really caused him to miss the rest of the season. And even in 2017, when he was an All-Star, he only played 109 games, but he was coming back from injury. He didn't come back until May, but he was an All-Star. He had 27 home runs, 68 RBIs, 939 OPS, a 550, a 414 slugging with a 220 average. A 279 average. That was a really, really good year with a 939 OPS with a 555 slugging. Really, really good season, all-star season. If you go down the rest of his year, 2018, 28 home runs, 82 RBIs, batted .243, 448 slugging with an OPS of 797. Not a great year, but still a consistent year where he's nearly hitting 30 home runs, 80 RBIs, and look at the following year. At the age of 26, 33 home runs, 92 RBIs, 257, 494 slugging percentage, and an 856 OPS. That's when 2020 happened, where in a shortened season, he had one of his best years of his career. He batted .322, 9 home runs with 31 RBIs. I'm a big advocate of taking 2020 out of the picture. That goes with stats, personal stats, team stats, even championships for that matter. It just doesn't make sense to me where we have to look at this and say 2020 was was one of his best seasons. Yes, consider it, but I don't look at it that way. I look at it as 2020, get out of it. 2021 was his worst season of his career with 55 RBIs, 14 home runs, 729 OPS, 384 slugging with a 232 average. Not a good year at all. Nobody can say it was. But looking at his stats from the age of 24, from 2017 on to 2019, 27 home runs, 28 home runs, 33 home runs. Look at that. That's nearly 30 home runs, 1 year with over 30 home runs, 68 RBIs, 82 RBIs, 92 RBIs. You know what you're getting from Michael Conforto. We all know what we're getting from Michael Conforto. We're getting a 2-week cold streak and then a 3-week hot streak. That's what we get. We get that on and off from Michael Conforto. But what do we get from Michael Conforto that we're probably missing a little bit when it comes to either Nimmo or Kana in left or right field? You're missing the tremendous defense that Michael Conforto has. I think Michael Conforto is going to bounce back. No, I'm not saying he's going to have the year with 33 home runs and 92 RBIs batting .257. I'm not saying that. He's probably going to bat .250, .260. If we can get 25, 26 home runs with 85 RBIs, I think that's where we can get him. Because if you look at his career average, he's averaging around 79 to 80 RBIs and around 25 home runs. That's what I can see from Michael Conforto. I'm not saying he's an all-star. I'm not saying he's the best bat the Mets could have got. But when the Mets need an option to solidify at least somewhat to help Alonso in this lineup when it comes to power, because the lineup does not have it, Michael Conforto can still do that. And what can we do with the Mets when it comes to giving him an offer? I think the only way the Mets are be willing to sign Michael Conforto is giving him a 1-year deal, a little bit more than a qualifying offer, or you want to give him a similar Correa deal where it's around 19 to 20 million, but the years are similar to Carlos Correa, which is give him a 3-year deal with an opt-out after every year, or you want to do a 2-year deal with the first year opt-out. That's the only way I would do it. I would not, I repeat, I do not want to give Michael Conforto a long-term deal until he can prove it. And the Mets can easily give him a long-term deal, considering that there's not really a market for Michael Conforto. The Mets should be in on it. They should be focused. Granted, guys, there should be a trade. The Mets should try to do everything they can to get Jose Ramirez. Very unlikely, but they should. Looking at other bats around the league, you know, the Matt Chapmans of the world, the Eugenio Suarez, they're gone. They were traded already. So the Mets don't have that option anymore. And if the Mets are willing to give 4 of their top 15 prospects to get Jose Ramirez, then it's on the table. But that's going to include probably Beatty or Alvarez. The Mets aren't going to do that. So the best option that's available right now for the New York Mets is Michael Conforto. That's what we have to do when it comes to Michael Conforto, guys. Once again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit on that like button. If you enjoy my content, want to see more, want to get notified when I post my videos and when I go live, you guys know what to do. Hit on that subscribe button, everybody. Thank you guys for all the support. Let me know in the comments what you think about Michael Conforto. It's going to be close to a 50-50 situation when it comes to most Met fans not wanting them and some that actually do want them. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think, but I think the Mets have one choice, and that is Michael Conforto at this point, that they put themselves in a situation where Michael Conforto is the only player available with a big bat that the Mets can get, because they didn't go after anybody else that I thought they would go after. Once again, guys, I really appreciate all the support, and Met fans, let's go